So we're going to feel for the facet joint. You see the finger going to the facet joint on the right at C2, 3 level. We're going to side flex to the right, and you'll see approximation of the facet joint on the right. You can also see that the intervertebral foramen has closed on the right during this movement. And then we'll side flex to the left, and you will see that on the right hand side the facet joint has distracted and the intervertebral foramen has increased in size or opened. And now on the model, we'll feel the C2 come across and then move backwards slightly to the facet joint, remembering that the transverse process is further forward. We've moved the trapezius muscle out of the way and we've side flexed to the right. So feeling for that approximation. We've flexed the cervical spine now to move down to get the axis of movement to be correct. And again, side flexion to the right, using your index finger to palpate the approximation. Bit more flexion, moving down the cervical spine to the next facet joint. So firstly to the right and then over to the left, and you can actually feel the distraction as we side flex to the left. Coming down again, checking with your levels, using the spinous process as an indicator, and then putting your index finger over the facet joint and moving accordingly. You see there's not a lot of degrees of movement at every level, and you can see that the cervical spine is now in relatively more flexion than it was to start with, taking the head up your torso throughout the technique. Using your torso to take the weight so that your hands remain soft, you're generating the forces from your body and using your fingertips as a sensory tool.